views and opinions of this program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Kingdom podcast. The show might include strong images and language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
This episode of the Kingdom Podcast is brought to you by the Bunk Collective.
It's scary to even think about this show. Through hell or high water amidst the variety of challenges, and after 8 years of doing what we do best, one thing united us all. One show ruled them all. When you played the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Wait a second. I think you got the wrong kingdom. Do you even know what happens on the show?
I was not prepared for that story that you're about to tell.
Are they the inevitable next nations group?
Not when they're handled by JYPE.
When a boy group idol is seen with like a girl group idol, a lot of people like suddenly here like dating, and then fan sites are gonna start closing down.
Yeah.
You know, all those stuff, and I'm like, I don't understand why.
Interacting with 60 different countries around the globe and listened to by thousands from the Philippine archipelago, The Voice is back for Season 2. Fearless, better, stronger, and boy does he enjoy the grind.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, let me sit on that. Like, OMG, no, stop.
We talk about what other K-pop shows are fucking afraid to talk about.
People will get invested only to know that they will disband. Because, everyone gets old at some point and they can't always be an idol.
Just because you love someone, that's not how they grow, right?
That's right.
You need to give it to them straight. You need to be honest.
From personal matters to all the juicy stuff, no holds barred.
They're like, oh, I don't trust multis because I don't
Unfollow.
Okay, muted. Got you.
Broadcasting live from Manila, Philippines at the TKP Studios. This is the revelation that is the Kingdom Podcast, Season 2, with your host, the baddest SOB in K-pop podcasting history, the king himself, The Voice, DJ Yuuki.
What's the most fun thing to watch right now, as far as games go? Do you have that sort of feel, Elle, where you're kind of like you're just watching the game, you haven't really played it, but like it's really fun to watch? Do you have that sort of game?
Me?
Yeah. It's like you could just go on YouTube and then you put in like whatever, God of War, like for instance, and then you're just really having fun watching God of War. Like you don't want to play it, but you're having fun watching it.
I only watch Sims content.
Sims content?
Yeah, it's really fun. The Sims community is like up and it's hype.
They kill
the cool
people
kids
every
say?
time, right?
That is true, but also we have like build challenges to kind of torture everybody.
Right. Yeah. I'm
So
seeing
you
like
only
the
have
9 blocks,
specific
right?
budget. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I
It's
feel
really
like
fun.
that's interesting. But do you know the game Prop Hunt by any chance?
No.
So there are hunters and then there are props, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're the guy who can change into any prop that you want within the map, and you have to hide. It's basically hide and seek.
Okay.
But then instead of, just you being a person, you get to be like sorry about that. Like you get to be like or rather an object.
Okay.
So, you hide and then someone seeks you, and then basically you're an object trying to blend in.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you got to watch it. So
Sounds fun though.
Look, I play it. I have it on Steam. It's just that I feel that watching it would make me feel better, because if you're hiding, there's that sort of tense moment where It's like, fuck. It's like, oh, he's right next to me, and he still doesn't know. So, I guess like watching it is just more fun than playing the game. Or probably that's just me.
I understand. I think that's why a lot of gamers like to play like kind of like horror movies.
Yeah.
Not movies, sorry.
Yeah, the horror game.
Games.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't want to play it. You don't want to go through it.
That's right.
You want to have other people go through it.
I hate playing horror games, even Skyrim, right? Like Skyrim, for instance. You know Skyrim, right?
Yeah. I've
so
heard of that.
I played it for like, I don't know, 7 hours straight, right? It's like, wow, super cool, awesome graphics, at that time. And then, like, the storyline is really good. But then there was this one point where I went to a cave and then there were, like, huge amount of spiders there. And it's like, nope, I'm done. Alt F4. Didn't even save. Nope, I quit.
Spiders?
Yeah, I'm arachnophobic.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
I love spiders.
They're disgusting.
I love spiders.
Do you like hold them? Do you have that? Do you have that there? Where because here in the Philippines they sell spiders and then they make them fight.
Really, we don't have that.
Yeah,
here.
so they're like not huge spiders, right?
We don't have a lot of spiders. Yeah, we have like really small ones.
Jesus
but I love
Christ.
spiders and worms. Actually, I love worms.
I'm okay with anything you can put anything. Even I guess you can't call. Well, I guess you can call me arachnophobic, but then again, scorpions are arachnids, right? So I'm not as afraid of them.
Right.
But spiders, like any
Scorpions
size.
are scary in Animal Crossing, though. Speaking of games, I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing right now.
Is that on
We
Switch?
have we have like Tarantula Island and like Scorpion Island and stuff like that.
No, do they look horrible?
Yeah, they do. They do look horrible, and they're so fast. And whenever you get like stung by them, you have to like.
Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, I mean, they made it look cute, but no, hell no, nope. I am done with that.
Yeah,
It's like my girlfriend.
But it's interesting that you don't like.
It's
spiders,
not.
though.
It's not interesting. I mean, it's horrible.
It is interesting.
It's scary. Like my girlfriend. She's afraid of spiders too, right? But she's not like she's not arachnophobic in any sort of way. I mean, she doesn't like them.
She
but
just doesn't like them. Yeah.
So when there's like any kind of like spider, like small size spiders, I call her. Yeah, if it's like super big, like hand big, that's a different story. But if they're like thumb big or whatnot, she takes care of them. If it's like hand big, it's every man for himself. No, really. I leave her in the house.
Okay, you should not, go to like Australia or something.
Yeah, and I work for an Australian company. Good shit, right? Welcome back to the podcast. This is the Kingdom Podcast Season 2. This is brought to you by Anchor.fm and Bunk Collective. And, of course, joining me for today, you made our lives a living hell last Saturday.
Me?
Right, yeah. With the songs and the... that was the first time that I listened to a whole episode for a while, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
But that
it was
game
really fun.
Sucked. Not that it's not good. Don't get me wrong. It was like, fuck, like I have to know the song. I mean,
yeah. So yeah, it was a really fun game actually. I mean, it's fun for me. Again, it's hard. It's kind of like how you mentioned before, how like it's fun when you're just watching other people do it. And that's like that for me. I'm like, yes, suffer
I get what
for
you mean.
me.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, being the person who does the game, I just get to watch you guys suffer, and that's really fun.
Yeah, you hate your listeners, don't you? This is Elle, by the way, you guys. You can follow her on Twitter at Yogurt Milk, and this is her second guesting in this season, and I feel like I don't know, why are you so free nowadays? I love it.
I was about to say, I was like, it has been so long since we talked.
It wasn't
so
that long. Like, I don't know, 3 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What an epiphany that episode was, right? But look, I held my end of the bar. It's not that there's any bargain, right? But I held my mouth shut And yeah,
No,
right?
thank you very much for that.
Yeah, I mean, I felt really closer to you after that show, and it was really fun. And wow, I wish they knew.
I know, and
Why don't you tell? Why don't you Is it that personal, or you don't really mind, or?
It's kind of both.
It's kind of
I
both.
don't know.
Yeah.
I just
It's like it's not that you're hiding things, right? But at the same time, you just don't find the need to share it.
And
Yeah.
also I don't like the attention. I don't.
Oh man,
I know it's a
yeah.
bit weird to say because you're kind of the center of the attention when you're on
When
radio,
you're on the
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you talk about yourself and you open up about yourself and things like that. But I don't like that kind of attention.
I get it. Yeah.
It kind of gives me anxiety. I like to talk about boring shit.
Plus, with the amount of people that you converse with on not only on radio but on a daily basis, even your mutuals probably on social media, right? I feel that everyone would be ganging up on you, and not in a bad way, but everyone's like, "Hey, what's up? Cool,"
Yeah.
Things like that, and I get
so
why.
It's kind of something, as I'm not very.
I guess
I can a lot of.
I can still say that you're a private person, Elle. I
don't know if I should think that.
No,
but,
you don't
I
have
mean,
to. It's just that I feel that you're not really, not that you're not an open book or anything, but you keep things that sometimes to yourself, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Is it weird?
No, it's not at all. It's just that I feel that
I know it's itching inside you. You're like,
No, it's not that it's itching that I want to tell everyone. No, not at all. It's just that, man, that'll break radio. What I said.
saying that, but it's not true.
I feel like you want to bet. But yeah, don't. Yeah, you don't want that kind of attention. But anyway, yeah. Welcome back to the show, Elle.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're
Thank
free.
you for having. I should have declined once in a while to pretend I'm not free.
No, you can't. Now that I know, she's at home. She works, every day.
I was playing Switch with one of my
See, look at
listeners, Ghost, and we were having fun playing Diablo.
Wait, Diablo's
That's my
on Switch?
Yeah, Diablo 3.
No, you're shitting me. No, really?
No, it's true. Yeah. So.
Wow, that's cool.
It was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Diablo. I haven't
I'm a gamer
played
girl
3.
now.
Yeah, yes, you are because you're playing Diablo. Yeah, absolutely. I just feel that Diablo 3 story-wise isn't as good as 2, but man, the graphics look balling. Friggin'.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, I've never played Diablo 1 or 2, so this is my first one.
Oh, you gotta play 2.
Really?
You gotta play 2.
But it's on PC?
Yes, unfortunately. But you have your PC. It's if you have a Mac, you can still play Diablo. As far as I know.
I don't have a Mac.
So yeah, if you have Windows, then yeah, it should be fine. Diablo 2 has the best storyline ever.
Okay.
Plus, it's
Cool.
repetitive. So yeah, good shit. All right, so Elle's here. We're talking about our personal lives, but we're gonna talk about K-pop. Don't worry, you guys, because I feel that I want to veer. Like I said on previous episodes, I want to veer away from the usual intro, and it's kind of cringy now that I think about it. And
What? It's not. I love your intros.
So
I was a bit surprised that where's your intro? What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it anymore. I feel that it's so radio. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just that radio and podcasts, they have that sort of fine line.
Okay.
And look, you don't have an intro yourself. You go straight to conversing with people.
I know.
And
Which is
if
bad.
you think about
I
it,
mean,
I'm
it's
copying
good
this
for
from
but
you.
It's not good for me.
Why?
I talk about my tech issues whenever I start.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's totally fine. And you're conversing with them already. It's oh shit, wait, I'm having mic issues. Wait 1 second. Hey guys, and things like that. And I feel like that's more
not
human.
on purpose.
Yeah, and
It's not on
absolutely, I know. But I feel like that has a more human feel. That's why I'm leaning towards that. And having like the very short intro, like after I talk to you or after I introduce you. Well, I don't need to introduce you to people because they all know who you are anyway. So, yeah, friggin' A, the beautiful, beautiful
guys.
Elle on the pod again.
I'm the second DJ here.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, she's now basically a co-host now. You know, she's not guesting anymore. Okay, so let's get into the K-pop goodness. I wanted to ask you. Let's get to. Do you want to go on a commercial break first and then go to the topics, or what?
Up to you. Whatever you
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's get to the commercial break first so that we can get
Alright.
on like with the K-pop goodness. Let's have a break, and then when we come back, we'll have more of the show. So please do not go away.
Hey everyone, Mo Twister here. Just as long as my guy Yuuki here is talking about Jenny Kim, then I'm all over this podcast. You're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
We are Bunk Collective, and we are podcasts that'll shake the podcast industry. No, wait, that's overpromising. We are Bunk Collective, and we're here to define meaningful storytelling. Nah, doesn't feel right. We are Bunk Collective, and we're here to make meaningful moments. Scratch that. You know what? Let's just say it like it is. We are Bunk Collective, podcasts that came to play.
A bunch of playful and creative people telling our stories on our own terms.
No matter your type of podcast, there's a ton to play with.
And there's a lot more joining the collective real soon.
So press play and play with us.
We're here to give you a good time.
Naguulat mula sa shore na kasing pretty ko.
Bringing you the latest and greatest.
And diving deep into the cool waters
of BLs and GLs.
And every kind of love there is.
We are the Shippers.
Sail with us as we watch our favorite queer love stories.
And update you about the latest every week.
Kaya tara, sakay na as we sail the open seas.
With new episodes Mondays and Wednesdays on all major podcast streaming platforms.
Sakay na you. Let's go.
You are listening to the Kingdom Podcast. All our episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on Anchor.fm. Your weekly dose of K-pop is now back.
Welcome back to the podcast. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I don't know. Do we have OnlyFans, TikTok, Pornhub? I don't know. It's like at the Kingdom Pod PH on all of our platforms. We also now have a website, but still being set up. It's at thebunkph.com/the Kingdom Pod PH. Hey, Elle, I'm telling you. Now that we're... Oh, I haven't told you the news. Now we're under like a sort of company/collective where there are now 31 podcasts in like under their umbrella.
That's so cool. Congratulations,
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, thank you very much. And look, I'm telling you this not to impress you, but I'm telling you this because, hey, start your podcast. They're not Philippine exclusive, Elle. It's like we can help out. And with the things that you can, like, how you say,
I won't
provide
be a good
and stuff.
like a podcaster though.
Look, it's the same thing. It's just that you lack
the same thing.
It is. You just lack the amount of people you talk to, and the way you get away with that is if you invite people. Elle, you're perfect for this. I've been telling this for 5 fucking years.
I don't know.
How long have we known each other, Elle? Like 5, 6, 7 years,
time.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Probably.
Look, I've been telling you this for 5 years now, and I'm not even exaggerating.
I feel like you guys do a lot of work, and that's
No,
why
we don't.
Congratulations. That's why you get these kind of opportunities. I don't because
No, look, I mean sincerely, and I feel that once a week thing that you're doing, personally, it's not enough for me. When I started the radio thing back when GG, like Girls' Generation Philippines, was kind of like still a thing, I did the radio show 4 times a week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's how I grew the following. And it's not like the following matters to me. Not that. It's just that people can't get enough of you, and especially with your personality. Once a week isn't enough. And you're doing it like every Saturday, sometimes like every other Saturday. And it's like, fuck, there's no Elle tonight. I'm telling you, with this, podcast,
I feel like they're
they're
tired of me.
No,
I'm
they're
like,
not.
oh, man,
No, we're
another-
not. Look, you get people constantly, talking to you every Saturday. That
'Cause
is enough
sometimes-
proof.
because sometimes like I have Twitch on Sundays, and even then I'm like, oh, you had too much of me this weekend.
No, not at all. Like, look, I feel that when it comes to the podcasting scene, and I'm probably one of the only few that does podcasts like more than an hour long. But if you have like podcasts which only run average runtime 20 minutes per episode, like people will get you, but not enough of you, and people will, clamor for more. Guaranteed.
We'll see. I don't really have like anything to talk about. That's the thing.
You have a lot of things to talk about. Well, K-pop's kind of boring right now. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, but like, things like, because every podcast has their own theme. Like you have these, K-pop theme, and other people have other themes. I don't really have anything.
Yeah, it kind of transitioned, like doing the radio show, and we can talk about that a little bit. Doing the radio show with Soshified Radio, at one point when you started, obviously it's GG related, right?
Yeah.
And then it kind of blossomed to like a normal kind of conversation, and doesn't necessarily have to be Girls' Generation related, just as long as, people are having fun, and Soshified still being Soshified, a very prevalent entity in K-pop, right? And like I don't know, like I don't know if it's for the worse. I think not at all. Like, not talking about GG.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not really active right now. They are, rumors
it's
are
hard to kind of like stay relevant in
That's
some
right.
ways.
And
Like,
you have.
still want to, I don't know. You still have to kind of see what other people like as well.
No, yeah,
and
totally
like
understand.
cater to that.
Yeah.
And,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know, Elle. Like, podcast.
How do you do it?
I don't.
Let me interview you.
If you stop trying, you'll know. Because I stopped trying. It's like I just schedule these episodes with guests, and this is podcasting 101 for everyone. Schedule guests and have no idea how to do it. It's like when I write these shows, I don't think about what I'm going to answer. Ever. I think about them while I'm recording. That's the only
But then
time.
How come you have like really great answers then? I think about them all day.
No, I don't feel like I have good answers. I just feel that I've been with K-pop for a long time, and probably that'll be based on experience, not only being a fan but also being, an entertainer in some weird aspect. So you think about your answers and you put humor into them, but still kind of make sense because of the amount of time that you've followed, K-pop. And for sure, like, with all of your answers, even back then, like, they all make sense. And I feel that we have that sort of leverage compared to the newer fans, because the newer fans are just finding out about who 2PM is, who SNSD is, They're all like, Dynamite, things like that. So they all know just Blackpink and BTS. I mean, that's the truth. Like, most of them, at least. I just I recently, not that recent, but after COVID, right, hit 2020, and then everyone was kind of like going out again. So I went to this place at one time, and then they were playing K-pop, and it was all BTS and Blackpink and Twice, and then cool,
it's
right?
always like that.
Right. And then they played, like, I don't know, like just an example, like a fucking B-side SNSD song, right? Like, who the fuck is this group? That's the reality of things, Like, probably more than 60% of the current generation have batshit idea on who the second or third gen groups were.
Yeah.
You can play probably EXO's Don't Fight the Feeling, and some people would know, but you play Tempo or Love Shot, and it's like, who the fuck is this group? Right. I mean, things like that. So I guess we have that kind of leverage, Elle. That's why. Start your own podcast. Yeah. Elle, please, reconsider. I mean, for real now. We've been doing this for years.
I know.
Please reconsider for real this time. It's like, it's not like yeah, sure, I'll think about it. No, don't give me that shit. It's like, no, you have a lot of time now. No, you're relaxed. You're relaxed at home, just playing Switch and stuff. Yeah. How about you record your games on Twitch and then, do the YouTube thing again, right?
We'll see.
I'm pressuring you. Okay, don't listen to me. Welcome back to the podcast. This is Yuuki and Elle for the Kingdom Podcast Season 2. Topic.
Okay.
So, it's FX's 12th anniversary? Recently?
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 12 years. See,
know that.
imagine. 1 year for every year you've ever lived. you still sound 12. Okay, so
Me?
yes, you sound very young, Elle. I mean,
Niko.
oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Best show ever.
I'm kidding.
You did the ooh woo. Oh, I put that on my notes. Yeah, you did the ooh woos and
I'm moving on. I'm changing this.
Oh my god. Look, I'm gonna probably have that as like we do teasers now for episodes. I'll probably have that as the teaser.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, I have Niko and
please don't.
You gotta do the ooh woo.
No, but we've established it's so hard for me to say that because there are so many different versions.
What a show! Did you know that I was laughing like hell when you did that?
Oh man,
like, I haven't laughed like that for a while. Ever, like even in this podcast. No, when you did that last Saturday, it was like, how do you say ooh woo? YouTube, how do you say ooh woo? What the fuck what the fuck is Elle doing?
Because when I said it, everyone's like, no, you're saying it wrong. So I'm like, okay, I have to go on YouTube and try to find how to say it.
Look at the
and
generation
did
now,
not help me.
right? I mean,
I know.
Everything's on
everything.
YouTube. Yeah, fucking A. I'm 28 and I do that, right? And I feel horrible. Like back then, you need to open, a book.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, I don't know, like everything, Google, YouTube, fucking A. All right. 12th anniversary. I'm not gonna bore everyone out. 12th anniversary of FX. Look, here's a topic because FX's anniversary just slaps, and I wanted to talk about them a little bit. Did you think personally, if they were promoted by Red Velvet, like Red Velvet, right? Could they have been the next Nation's girl group? Just basing it on what kind of songs they released, kind of image they had. If we're going to look at that. Because at one point, there was that argument where Red Velvet would probably become the Nation's girl group, right? Then kind of fell out of place for some reason. So, with FX, like, let's say they had the promotion power of Red Velvet. Do you think that they would have been the Nation's girl group?
Possibly. I think because that's the thing I wanted to ask you. Do you mean the songs as well? Like the kind of songs? Because they have different vibes, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I feel like if they were to have Red Velvet's vibe, I think it could possibly work. But also at the time, Girls' Generation was a big thing. I think EXO was a big thing as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So SM likes to focus on only the big groups.
That's right.
And right now, I think SM's biggest group is probably, I don't know, NCT Red Velvet.
Really?
And that's
NCT?
why I think so.
I don't see it.
Really?
Yeah, not at all. I don't see NCT
SM
yet.
pushes NCT all the time. I mean, I guess they're not the biggest boy band of all time.
Right.
Or like even right now.
Mm-hmm.
But in SM, I think...
Wow, you have faith.
NCT...
You have faith on SM when it comes to NCT.
I'm not saying I have faith on SM when it comes to NCT. I'm saying that SM has a lot of faith on NCT.
That's fair. I don't know.
I think so. They push a lot.
I don't know. Like I feel that NCT's songs are a bit subpar compared to EXO songs, right? It's like I don't want to compare them to other agencies, right? I feel like comparing them to EXO would be more like a bit more merited compared to comparing them to other groups.
The thing is, I think EXO is kind of slowing down. That's what I feel like. They are definitely I prefer EXO over NCT, but I think right now NCT is just coming out with a lot more songs. They're a lot more active.
The it group. when it comes
yeah,
to boy
they're
groups.
the it group of SM right now. So SM likes to focus on like the it groups of the time, and that's the reason why I think FX did not work, was because the it groups of the time were GG and EXO. But if they were, exposed or promoted as much like Red Velvet right now, I think it could possibly work. I don't know. What do you think?
Like when it comes to, and obviously it's not NCT that's the topic, right? But I just wanted to point it out. I just feel like it's a bit difficult for me to stand a group that has 212 members. You know?
I understand. And
obviously I'm exaggerating. I think there was like 19 members in it, right? Kind of. And look,
yeah, but it works, as in like,
does it?
I feel like a lot of people I know really likes NCT. Again, they're not the most popular. I think a lot of
I think Red Velvet
like,
is the most popular SM group right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But in terms of like boy group, what SM is focusing on right now is definitely NCT.
Yeah.
Compared to EXO, because EXO also a lot of people are going to military and stuff, so
becoming fathers. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Things like that, there are a lot of other distractions out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think I've seen a lot of people who really enjoy NCT. A few of them shine more than the others.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like Mark, Taeyong, Lucas, these kind of people. Those are the only ones.
Didn't Lucas just have like, I don't know, like an issue just recently?
Really?
Yeah, I have no idea. Might be wrong, but I think there was like this Lucas thing. Anywho's.
So, okay, so since we're on this like topic, sorry.
Yeah.
We kind of went off.
No,
track.
it's fine. It's fine.
But like, what? Other than the whole member thing, what do you have against NCT?
Their
Not
songs,
against, but you know what I mean. You don't like their songs?
Yeah. No, I don't like it. Look, obviously it's not the group's fault. And I want to point this out every fucking episode because I feel like we've veered away from the safe side of podcasting and went straight back to the controversial stuff. And not that we absolutely, went away from that. No, not at all. It's still kind of controversial, but right now we're talking about stuff, and I would assume that 6 months ago I wouldn't dream of talking about them. And the songs are just no good, at least for me.
Really? I like some of their songs. I think I like NCT 127 best.
So there's 128, 129, right? Sorry, I'm kidding. Obviously. But I mean, yeah, and there's Wavy, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a bit confusing, I have to admit.
It's not a bit confusing, it's like hella confusing. I mean, it's like, how many subgroups do you need?
It's true. That's the thing with SM. The thing that I don't like about them.
Yeah.
It
supposedly their biggest group, Super Junior at one point, they were supposedly, plotted down the middle, and then that didn't really surface on happening. Then EXO came with K and M, and then M, one of them's now in jail, and things like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like the thing with SM is that they are a sausage fest. If I may say so.
They're kind of not racist, sexist, right? I mean, the amount of things that SM provides their boy groups compared to their girl groups, and this is
like
going.
The boys, they're like factory for boys.
Yes.
Like yeah, boy, go boy. Like oh man.
Go man, right? I mean,
yeah.
And this really boils down back to the topic when it comes to FX, and I feel that if they had the same amount of things, look, you say that they would probably be the nation's girl group if ever that they had the same promotion, right? I'd say no.
Why? And I said if they were the it group, if like Gigi was not, active anymore.
So if they're in a sense, if they're going through what Red Velvet's going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the song choices is very not traditional K-pop at all.
Mhm.
And that's not saying that as a bad thing, right? But you lean towards groups when it comes to being the nation group, right? As groups that have songs that are
Publicly
good when it comes to the
Yeah,
general
yeah.
public, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
generally liked.
Yeah, generally liked. Yeah, exactly. So I just feel like songs like Red Light, New ABO, fucking Electric Shock aren't really the songs that you would consider a nation's girl group song.
But at the same time, I feel like 2008, what was it, 2010?
Yeah.
It was so electro EDM.
Oh yeah,
kind of.
yeah. It still kind of is, don't you think?
Yeah.
Still kind of is. But
So like,
yeah,
I feel like
get
they
it.
were
I get it.
a bit too early for their times, maybe. Or maybe
Even
I don't know.
ahead of their time, you can think
Yeah.
about that. Like they were probably ahead of their time, and I just feel like FX is such an experimental group, that it kind of paved the way to how experimental Red Velvet is right now,
Mm.
and I hate that about Red Velvet. Like
Really?
some of their songs are just so weird.
Really? I love their weird
Yeah,
songs.
Papapaga Fruit, right? I mean,
Oh, I love it.
look, the song is fine, right? Yeah, I mean, it's
I love that
fine.
part.
Don't get me wrong. It's just that, like, the music videos are like, why are you talking to fruits?
I love that about it. Honestly, I love the
Their
talking
debut
fruits.
song had a blob jumping. I mean,
know. I love that about it.
it's kinda
You know what?
weird.
I know it's weird. It's not for everyone, but like I wish sometimes, and I know that you'll disagree with me, and maybe a lot of people will disagree with me.
Okay.
But I wish Girls' Generation had that. That's what I wish.
What?
Yeah.
Blasphemy. No.
It's true. I told them in on radio, like, I love Gigi. They're my bias groups, obviously.
Yeah.
Like ultimate bias. But I don't like their songs.
Wow, really? So, as far as songs go, you like FX or Red Velvet more than GG's?
I like Red Velvet's more.
Wow.
I like Red Velvet because it's kind of like a combination-ish of Gigi
And
and
FX? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's
Yeah.
news right there. That is a fake
I know.
Soan
That's why they
right
call.
there.
That's why they called me fake Soan. It's true.
Yeah,
Oh.
now
I
I understand why they would call you
Yeah.
that.
I
Man,
know.
really?
Like, I like the weirder songs of Girls' Generation, like Beep Beep. You know.
That's not weird at all.
Beep, beep.
No, it's not weird at all.
People hate that song because
I
it's
love
so
that
annoying.
song. I love that song. What like weird songs? Fucking Zimzalabim is a
Karma
weird song.
Butterfly. Oh, Zimzalabim. Oh, Zimzalabim
Hate
is
that
bad.
song.
Zimzalabim. I always just randomly Zimzalabim, Zimzalabim.
Oh
Zim,
my
Zim,
god,
Zim, Zim.
it's horrible.
Everything I do, I'm like cooking Zimzalabim, Zim.
When that
Kinda like
released, it was Ali, my girlfriend. We were already together
Yeah.
when that released, and Ali was just playing that constantly, just to
Aw.
irritate me. It's
Yeah.
bad. That was a bad song. So you're more into the Red stuff than the Velvet stuff, I assume.
No, I like the Velvet stuff.
Oh, you like the Velvet stuff more.
I'm a more R&B-ish.
Yeah. Okay. So Bad Boy is the best RV song for you.
Bad Boy, Psycho.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get with you on that. Yeah, I just feel that if FX released stuff like that, I feel like they would be the nation's girl group.
Yeah, I agree.
But if it's like new ABO, Red Light,
So, what do you think? I'm sorry.
Rum
Again,
Pum
I
fucking
I kind of want to go off track here
Sure,
again. So
it's
what
fine,
do you
it's
think
fine.
of like 21? Because Girls' Generation, again, they were nation's girl group because
Mm-hmm.
again they were kind of generally liked. And 21, they're more different.
they're edgy.
right?
Yeah.
They're edgy.
Yeah, that's right.
And what do you think about that?
That's why I never thought of them as the nation's girl group.
Uh-huh.
It never occurred to me, not because I'm a Soan, and when we started doing the K-pop thing, like Blackjacks versus Soans are such a prevalent big
Mhm.
thing, and it's not the bias, because I can appreciate music. Before anything else, I'm a musician. But because of the song choices that they had, it was just, I guess, in that in that way, and I can probably just speak for myself and not for like the Korean culture and whatnot, because I wouldn't know shit. But for me, and based on my observations, that's not the Korean kind of way to approach songs and represent the country.
So do you think like Twice and Blackpink is kind of like Girls' Generation and 21?
Absolutely, yeah. Just a little less more talented. Little less more talented. No, that doesn't make sense, Dustin. Like a little less talented. And a little less
controversial.
Yeah. I mean, okay, fine. Look, I love both groups. I love Blackpink. I love Twice. But if we were to compare it to their counterparts, Girls' Generation and 21, I guess, okay. Shit, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. No, I think. Shit. Okay, fine.
It's okay. Say it.
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I think Blackpink is more talented than 21.
I was gonna say that.
The same way, the same thing.
Yeah, the same thing. But I like 21 more.
Yes, that's it. Look, I like 21 more, and this is the only reason, right? I like 21 more because I see them more. You get that sort of connection with them more because
I think
you
so
see
as
them
well.
often, right? They show up in variety shows, they promote their songs, etc., etc. It's like, I don't want to see you on Instagram promoting fucking bags, all the time. And it's not that I'm discounting Blackpink in any sort of way. No, like I said, Blackpink for me personally is more talented than 21, either as individuals or as a group. I just feel that. How
I agree with you.
I just can't say the same with Twice and SNSD though.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the old person in me, and a lot of the new ones will disagree with me as well. But I feel like it's easier. I feel like people know Girls' Generation's names, but not Twice's. Everyone's.
Oh yeah,
names.
I mean,
it's just me.
I mean, it's we can, and let me defend you youngerlings, for that statement, right? And we get you. It's because of the length of time that they're active. It's because of the length of time that they became
true.
relevant, things like that. And yes, we get it. Yes, everyone knows who Girls' Generation is, Nation's girl group, and then Twice, just almost being their 7th year, is just starting to get to that status. And look, probably for some people even exceeded the status, if we're going to base it on award shows, desangs, things like that. So it's fine. Look, we understand. But you got to be honest with yourself. I mean, live performances, fucking probably dances. Like, probably Twice has a better dance troupe than SNSD ever did, right? But that's still very arguable. What's not arguable, though, is how they sing live, and I think song choices as well. There are questionable choices when it comes to songs for SNSD, don't get me wrong. There's a handful that I hate. But, really, like Trick. I didn't like Trick.
I love Trick.
No! Hell no! You're lying to yourself. Elle, stop.
I love Trick.
Nope. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do.
Nope.
I love it.
No, I know you don't.
Ladies, gentlemen.
See, no. Nope. You're lying to yourself. How can you love that song?
You know what song I don't like?
Oh?
No.
Oh, Run Devil Run?
It's fine. No. I love Run Devil Run. It's this one, but it's only because it's creepy. Hey boy, I see you walking by every day.
Wait, say yes?
Stop. Yeah.
No, fuck you, Elle.
Every time I hear
I love that
I
song.
skip. I mean, it's an okay song, but the intro just kind of ruins it for me, man.
Hey boy, you got 2 choices, yes? Or, sorry. No, sorry, that's a different song.
That is a different.
Okay, my bad. Oh, yeah, my bad. Very uncanny.
Oh.
So, what songs that I hate? Oscar. There are a lot of songs that I hated in the Boys album. Telepathy is not a good song.
Okay.
Top Secret not a big fan.
That's
Lazy
the
Girl,
thing.
not a big fan.
That's the thing. Like, I don't like a lot of their songs.
Yeah. But doesn't
fake songs.
Fake song. No, I get what
at least we're kind of honest with ourselves.
Oh yeah, I mean,
know?
I've gotten through that point years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at one
we're
point
at that
I was
point now where we're like, yeah,
Yes.
that's wrong of you to do this, or
Exactly.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is a bad song.
And I was pointing this out in a previous episode where at one point I was getting pissed off when someone was saying, "Oh look, SNSD OT8." Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get pissed off, get fucking like, riled up and wanted to fight that person. And then years ago, I had this change of heart where when someone says, "Oh look, SNSD OT8," so I'm like, "Yeah, fucking A, yeah, right? OT8, fucking someone who left. I don't know who that person is." Right? And obviously that's a joke. I mean, I love SNSD, but at one point you would just accept the fact that there are 8 members left, and that's that.
Yeah.
You make a joke out of it, just so that
Yeah.
people would not, you won't give other people the chance to, rile you up more. I guess if you think about it.
But they're so sensitive.
There are a lot.
Like,
There's
so
still a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, you make a joke and everyone's gonna...
screw them. Sorry. I mean, sorry. I know that you have a good number of following that probably are still a bit sensitive right now. I wouldn't really know, but like, guys, you have to stop lying to yourselves when it comes to not only SNSD but your respective groups. There are pros and cons, like really.
You have to accept it, but at the same time, like,
Support
don't
them.
forget...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also don't forget, the history that they had.
Yes, exactly.
You have to acknowledge that, yes, Jessica was a big part of Girls' Generation.
Obviously,
Don't just
yes.
dismiss and, like, nothing happened,
Not only not just a big part. She's the first
Yeah.
member. If you think
That's it.
about it, right? I mean,
Yeah. And I was so pissed whenever, like, people, fight over Jessica celebrating her anniversary as well. Like, she debuted at the same same time, so she deserves to celebrate her anniversary.
you know that I
sucks
feel
that-
like they're in good terms.
I think so too.
All of them?
I think they've moved on.
Yeah, I feel like all of them are in good terms. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with that. Can't say the same with FX because we can't hear them from the basement. So
Oh my god.
look, no, obviously
feel
they're
so
all in
bad
good
for
terms.
FX.
Yeah, obviously
Mhm.
they're all in good terms. And with what happened to Sully, what a tragedy that was. But yeah, I just feel that if we're gonna go back to the topic, no, they're not the Nations Girl group, even though they got the same attention. Just only based on their songs, just because of that.
Right.
But other than that, talent, presence, totally for sure. But if
Do
we're
you
just gonna
think-
base it on what discography they currently have, nope, not at all.
Do you think they could have gotten away with, like, a Red Velvet vibe or a Girls' Generation vibe?
Nope.
Really?
No. FX is
Why?
FX, and I did not ever look. I love FX and I love their songs. I'm saying these stuff not because I don't like their songs, but just because I feel like that's not the NGG vibe song.
Right.
But if I'm gonna look at it based on how they project themselves, how they are in when it comes to their personality, I wouldn't think that they would get away with doing a Red Velvet or SNSD-esque song or image, because they're just a different breed. And that's not saying that that's a bad thing.
They're very unique.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's their selling point too. I think that was what SM was going for, but didn't really pan out the way they wanted it to be. Probably because we didn't hear more.
Oh man.
Yeah, kind of. It hurts. I mean, obviously, a lot of people, if you've been a fan for a while, you know how bad SM treated FX, and that's kind of like an ongoing, still an ongoing joke up until today. But yeah, I mean, that's the truth. And look, Elle, I would understand why you think that they may have been the Nations Girl group, but no, I don't even think so. Like, I would have thought that RV would have been the Nations Girl group, but then twice happened.
Mm.
And look, I'm saying this, I'm very critical when it comes to the groups I follow, and just for the record, I follow them. I follow Twice. I follow BTS, Blackpink. Your groups. I follow them. It's just that's why I'm very critical of them, is because I know that they can do better, and it's not necessarily their fault.
You know who is beneath the basement? Which we'll not talk about, but still. The Grace.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, shit.
But
You're horrible. You're horrible. Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the Grace. One of...
Everyone, the newbies are like, who?
Oh, yeah. They made one of the best, if not the best, ballad songs I've ever heard. My Everything. That is one of the best ballad songs from a group.
And it's so romantic too.
Oh yeah. Oh man, what a song. And you can see, SM really does have the best vocals in the industry. Yeah, for sure. Not that other agencies don't have good vocals, but just comparing it to SM, they have better vocals than most.
You always have disclaimers.
And you know how it is, right? I mean,
business is business.
Back then, it's fuck disclaimers. Fucking I could give shit to what you think, but right now you have to, and I gotta be a bit more careful because I'm now under some sort of collective, but they support me 100%. Don't get me wrong. It's
cool.
It's super cool. All right. Shit, that was a long topic. Let's get to the next topic before we get to our last commercial break. Okay. The next topic, Elle.
Okay.
This is a good one. This should be probably kind of short, but let's see.
Hopefully.
A lot of comebacks still happening amidst the pandemic, right? Which is super cool. We're still getting K-pop goodness and K-pop content, and that's totally fine. But I wanted to ask you which comeback had super big hype. It's this is happening. Look at us. It's wow, super cool. The teasers were great, and then when you listen to it, it's eh.
Okay, so
I have one in mind.
Really,
I have one in mind.
I really had a hard time with this one. Can I know your answer first?
Sure.
Oh wait, no, but your answer is gonna be better than mine. So I think
no.
I should go first because I can't go after you.
Okay, fine.
That's one.
All right. So who?
You didn't mention it's during this pandemic, so I just kind of
not at all. Even in all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know we're gonna come off as an aespa hater. aespa hater. That's one.
Okay.
I mean, I think the effects, the MV, they're all great.
Was
you
it
can
really?
tell. No, I mean you can tell there was a budget right there.
They're still in one room, Elle.
They paid that one guy
fair,
who drew those avatars.
Yeah.
That's one.
Okay.
But I wanted to be fair as well. And this is not really a comeback. I just wanted to add this in. Just so that people know I am unbiased, okay? There's this one Taeyeon. It's not really a comeback. And again, it wasn't that hyped, okay?
Was it
just that
Weekend?
No.
Weekend was good.
Weekend was really good. So again, it wasn't like it was hyped or anything. And I'm really, really sorry about their circumstances. Because it was supposed to be her birthday and her dad passed away and we had to wait a little bit. So the waiting thing, I was really excited for her to. I didn't like Happy. I didn't like Happy. Yeah.
How did that sound like again?
Happy.
Na na na. All right. Yeah.
It was just okay, and
no, it wasn't even. Don't lie.
I think it was just the waiting, anticipating. And also, it was a gift for the fans. So it's not like she owes us anything, right?
Yeah.
We should actually be grateful that she came out with music at all. I'm just saying this to be sort of fair to everyone.
Yeah, I mean,
that there is
to show
there
that
is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes, you know.
And you're a Taeyeon bias.
And yeah, Taeyeon is like my number one of all time of everything.
Oh, that's why people call you fake. Okay. So, no, that's just her being fair. I mean, you know, at one point you get to that, you know, that point, right? Where you just couldn't care less. Like, if it's good music, it's good music, regardless of who releases it. But you don't lie to yourself if your bias released music and it's like sounds like horse shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess that's
okay.
just
What's
it.
yours? I'm curious to know what's yours.
It's a Blackpink song.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Which
And
is-
I know you'd agree with me on this, like 110%. Because if you don't, then you're deaf.
We'll see.
Okay.
Which one?
You ready? You ready?
Okay.
Ice cream. Right? A lot of hype. Selena Gomez. Fucking ice cream.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
The only ice cream I know is Ice Cream Cake by Red Velvet. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Any other ice
that
cream
was
kind of weird.
Very much. That was very weird, to be honest. I know a lot of people like it though.
Nope.
Really?
They're lying to themselves. Look,
I think they like
that. Probably had one of the most hype ever when it comes to Blackpink.
True.
But
I was
it was
gonna
horrible.
say.
It was filled with sexual innuendos, you know? And that's not necessarily... I don't see that as necessarily horrible. It's just that... I don't think that that's just their image, you know? And they're eating ice cream.
I just think it's weird. Just a weird collab.
Yeah, and they didn't even try to make it seem like they're in the same room. It's like it's
True.
obvious that they're not.
Yeah, I feel like they're singing... I don't know. I just feel like Blackpink is so different from Selena Gomez, and it just didn't mesh that
Yeah.
well.
I liked their Lady Gaga song better. No, not really. No, both of those songs suck. I'm thinking of collaboration stages. 1 second. Who did they collaborate with? Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa's song was amazing. I loved it with Blackpink. But the Gaga and the Selena, no, not at all. You know, tremendous singers. Lady Gaga's great. Selena Gomez is great. But, ooh, wow.
I didn't even like Rain on Me, Lady Gaga.
Oh man, that's a great song. Yeah, that's a great song.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah. Rain on me. Yeah, I like that song. I don't know. I like that song.
It's okay.
Another one would be More and More.
More and More.
Yeah, by aespa. That had a lot by aespa. Sorry, by Twice. I didn't really. There was a lot of hype when it comes to that because you know they were blowing up Twice was, and then they produced More and More, which is kind of like they just bought it.
I know one song that I know you like that I don't like.
What song?
Butter.
What?
Yeah.
Have you listened
like
to it
butter.
even?
I have. And look, I like BTS. Okay? I just feel like I miss their old stuff.
Oh, like the ons and the fires and the dopes and the
Yeah, sometimes, you know. They wanna like
they're like Disney popish now.
Americanized now. Yeah.
I don't see
And
that as
it's
a
not
bad
like
thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's
Yeah.
not really a bad thing, but I just prefer the other one better.
Yeah, just not your cup of tea. Yeah.
I just feel like because everyone's doing that, like it's kind of
Because of them. I'm seeing like boy groups doing the same exact like fucking concept, and I hate it.
Yeah, but the thing is, because they're BTS, they can
Do whatever.
Can, like, get away with anything.
Yes, exactly.
You know, so why do they want to do that? It's just like I feel like if I were them, I'd experiment with other stuff too.
No, I get what you mean.
Their followers are just like yes.
Yeah,
to
they're
everything.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, not always in the bad way, guys. But you guys are crazy when it comes to the support. You know,
No, I mean
like,
it's
that's
good.
insane.
Yeah, it's good that they
It's good.
support. Like I mean, we supported Gigi when they had terrible songs. We can accept it now,
Yeah,
like they're terrible songs. But back then, we're like, oh yes, the best songs ever. You know? Am I the only one?
No, not at all.
Like G, yes, G. Oh, so good. No, now we can agree, G.
It was
Trash.
quite questionable. Yes, exactly. Look, it's like from critics. I'm just looking at this. So this is Billboard's Every Girl's Generation single, ranked from worst to best. Do you know what the worst is?
What?
Baby Baby.
I
loved
Baby
it.
Baby.
Yeah, I love that song.
Oh,
I don't know.
They don't know what they're talking about. That's my mom's favorite song.
What a good song. You know what I haven't listened to? There's one song by Girls' Generation I haven't listened to up until today.
Which is?
Sailing.
You have not listened to Sailing?
Nope.
Why?
I don't know. I'm bitter.
I understand.
Probably that. Yeah. Dancing Queen is one of the worst, as per this. My Oh My, one of the worst. Why?
I love My Oh My.
Those are good songs.
And I love the music video.
Let me see the top 5, right? I'm just gonna check on the top 5. Genie is
Of
the top
course,
one.
Genie.
Yeah. I Got a Boy, number 2. Wow. Pretty
I love
high.
I Got a Boy.
Oh, G at number 3. Wow, you're lying. Mr. at 4. Catch Me If You Can at 5.
Oh, Mr. at 4. I mean, I like Mr. But I know a lot of people don't like Mr.
Yeah. Into the New World, number 8. Wow.
That is blasphemy.
Yeah.
That
I
is
agree.
a lie.
Look, why is All Night or why is Party ranked higher than Flower Power or Beep Beep? That I don't understand. Holiday and Party are 2 of the worst SNSD songs that I've heard.
What?
I hate those songs.
Or you?
Me, yeah, I hate those songs.
Holiday?
Yeah, didn't like that song.
I love Holiday.
No.
Holiday.
No. Hate it. I guess
I love it
that's
more than All
also
Night.
part of my list, which good comebacks, and then it's like here comes Party and fucking Holiday, and it's like nope.
I don't really like Party, so I can agree with you there. But I love Holiday. I love Holiday more than All Night.
What?
That
was a good song. That was a good song.
I just think it's repetitive.
Everything is. Ha ha holiday. Ha ha holiday. See, it's all repetitive nowadays.
I think because I listened to it when I was on holidays, I was like really feeling it, you know? I was like,
I guess I get
I'm
what
on
you
a
mean.
holiday.
I guess I get what you mean. The verses were pretty cool. Yeah, the verses
Yeah?
were pretty cool. I just hate the chorus and the hooks. Yeah. But that's part of that. That's part of my my list. Another one, Super M, Dropping.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Nope.
Sorry.
Not a good song.
I forgot about that. Oh
Yep.
man.
Kind of weird.
Can it? No. Next.
Momoland's I'm So Hot. But it's kind of really catchy.
You know, catchy can sometimes be good, and catchy can sometimes be bad.
Yeah. You know how Zimzalabim's really catchy, but you still
Yeah.
hate it. You know, things like that.
You're still bringing up
Yeah, because that's their worst song. I mean, oh my god. I can't think. Wait, 1 second. Red Velvet discography. Red Velvet and I have this love-hate relationship.
Mm-hmm.
What are the songs? Oompa Oompa. I loved it
love Oompa Oompa.
late, very
Uh-huh.
late, very late, like
You like
years
Dum Dum?
late. Dum Dum, I love Dum Dum. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Really Bad Boy.
That is the correct answer.
I'm split. I'm split with RBB.
Sorry for.
Did you actually do that? Okay, that's awesome. Great. Yeah, Palga Fruit. Like the song, hate the music video. Palga Fruit.
I love it.
One of These Nights. Okay, it's fine. It's not
It's
bad.
fine.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, Rookie. I'm okay with that as well. Russian Roulette was great. Russian
I
Roulette
love
was
Russian
great.
Roulette. Russian Roulette is I think one of my top 3 of their
Yep.
title tracks.
Yeah, their worst song would probably be Zimzalabim for me. Next would be Happiness.
Same.
Yeah. I hated Happiness. I just feel like you can't put that in a ballad if ever that they're in their 15th anniversary and doing a concert.
Sometimes.
No, you know, don't. Oh, man.
You gotta be
No.
bold.
Okay, let's get to our last commercial break. When we come back, more of the show. Don't go away. This is Elle being crazy. Bye.
Hey, this is Jacques, aka Arcady Blog, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Hey, podcasters. Podcasting has become a staple when it comes to new things to try, especially here in the Philippines. Check all of them out on your podcast players like Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We also hope you can donate to the show for as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account. You can go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. We want to get as much content out there as possible, and a small amount like this would definitely help us out to keep the show going. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Hey guys, do you use Spotify as your main music or podcast player? On Spotify, you can listen to all your favorite songs or shows, including this. And you can choose over a variety of artists or podcasters for your listening pleasure. So go download Spotify on your smartphones and in the process, follow us on social media so that you'll know when the show will release a new episode. That's the Kingdom Pod PH on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you there!
Hey you. Doing this podcast thing for years now, I've always been an advocate to start your own podcast. Regardless if you talk about K-pop, science, news, politics, showbiz, start doing it because podcasting is growing very quickly, not just in the Philippines, but also worldwide. There's a whole lot of new shows out there, and we as podcasters need to stay informed in order to stay relevant. The best way to do that is with data, numbers, and analytics. Something to keep track of how you're doing. And the best way to get it all in one place is Podmetrics, your one-stop shop for all your podcast data needs. Podmetrics combines data from Anchor, Spotify, Chartable, Facebook Live, and YouTube in order to show you the real picture of how your show is doing. And when you know your show, you can grow your show. The best part is it's absolutely free. Sign up now at podmetrics.co. That's podmetrics.co. And don't forget to use the referral code The Kingdom Podcast. No spaces. Podmetrics, the only analytics you'll ever need for your podcast.
This is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuuki.
Welcome back. This is basically the time where I invite you to support the podcast. Go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. You can donate as low as 99 cents via our Anchor account to help us keep the show going on for multiple seasons, multiple episodes. So please, if you got anything like that, want to support the show, go to anchor.fm/thekingdompodph/support. You're still with Yuuki and Elle here for the Kingdom Podcast Season 2. Elle, tell everyone where can we find you?
At Yogurt Milk on Twitter and Elephant, ELLEFANT on Mixler and ELLEFANTS
on Twitch.
On Twitch, yep.
I got it memorized.
Not as smooth as you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, like, look, here's what you do, right? You list everything when it comes to... Probably it's not as smooth because you have multiple names for, like, you know,
True.
a lot of your channels.
Yeah.
We only have Kingdom Pod PH, right?
Have.
And then if you just say any sort of social media that you have, right? So you go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, Pornhub, at the Kingdom Pod PH, you know? Things like that. So,
it's true.
Yeah. It's
and also, I feel like elephant is too hard to spell.
Oh, FANT for everyone, not PHANT.
Yeah. And also double L.
Yeah, ELLEFANT. Yeah. No, it's fine, you know, it's cute. I think you should have stuck with that than yogurt milk.
I know.
But don't change it, please. Stop.
I know.
No, don't. Stop it. Please. You like yogurt milk, right? You like it. It's fine.
Last time I had another Twitter like username, but I don't remember what it was.
It's Elephant.
I kept on changing then. No.
You had Elephant.
Elephant. No, it was something else. It was definitely something else. But I changed it a lot of times.
Shit, I can't remember. Really?
I also don't remember. Yeah.
I would probably go through my Twitter account and just check. Yeah, I mean,
We'll see.
see, look, Elle, we've been in contact since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So we've known each other for 7 years now.
Mm-hmm.
In 5 years, like I said, still trying to get her to start her own podcast. See? So welcome back to the show. Last topic for today. Elle, here's a good one.
Okay.
You got a good one. With the explosion that is BTS and Blackpink, and still very relevant Twice, still the nation's girl group right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that SM is not really part of the big three anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I think it would be Hybe, JYP, and YG now.
Mm.
And I wanted to ask you, I because I feel like SM's now part of the lower bracket. No, probably not the lower bracket, but the mid bracket, right? What do you think they need to do to get back on top? They need Girls' Generation.
I think what they think they need to do is like come up with more groups, but to be honest, they should focus on like one or two, not like focus on one or two groups, but I'm saying like don't just dump out and vomit out all the trainees that you have. Focus on like building or training this one group, like a lot of the other other companies do, instead of just like, here you go, whatever this is.
Yeah.
I don't think they invest that much on like one particular group that they want to debut. I think they've been trying to do that with aespa, but I think that's what they need to do. They've been kind of just half-assing everything.
I get what you mean. And I think there's also that kind of project where they're doing like the SM Rookies again.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. Just not dump everyone like in one go. You have to focus on groups. You're trying to build a reputation here, and if you're just the guy or you're the agency where it's like, oh look, we have a lot of trainees, let me debut them one by one, and probably we can find like a hit group there and probably build around that, right? But that's really not the case. You have talented groups. You have NCT, you have EXO still, you have Red Velvet, you have aespa. So I think all of these groups are very talented in their own right, and I just feel that they need to settle on like one or two of them, like the usual formula. Back then it's like they had HOT and fucking SES.
Yeah.
And then that happened with Super Junior and then Girls' Generation, and then EXO came and supposedly it's the FX counterpart, right? But then, like I said, we can't hear FX. So
no,
Red
FX
Velvet,
I think was a Chinese counterpart.
Oh right, shit. Right. No, you're correct.
Yeah.
So yeah,
EXO
FX is
and
kind
Red
of like
Velvet.
Chinese counterpart for the third generation, and then the fourth gen would be like FX and or rather Red Velvet and EXO. And now there's aespa with NCT as kind of like the fifth generation for SM now. So I don't know, like it's just
like
it's
even
just,
if they
Yep,
even
you were
if they
saying?
don't want to focus on like the current groups, whatever they're putting out next, I hope that they really really like take care of those groups. You know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, look at BTS for example. They had just BTS back then, and they really focused on one group. Invest in them. I mean, of course, they were a smaller company back then, but still,
Yeah.
you need that kind of thing,
And I feel that when it comes to aespa, they're just not getting behind them properly. Song choices are bad, and obviously they're not really investing on them when it comes to appearing on shows. Probably not as much as I want them to invest on them, but Like they can always defend themselves by saying, no, we're doing this for them and that and that and that. And it's like, okay, sure. Stop. Is that making any difference though? I mean, if you think about it, right? And I don't know. There's just really, I just feel that they're a very low standard agency now.
Do you think that it's better to have these like newer groups to focus on promoting as a group, or do you think it would work better if, say, one of these members, like for example, Yuna back then had to go through a drama, and get the words out that like, oh hey, I'm in Girls' Generation, or for example, like Suzy, she is kind of like the face for Miss A.
Yeah.
Do you think it works better if they're, like,
yeah, I get
one
what you
whole
mean.
group?
Yeah, I get what you mean. If one of them is like extremely, extremely talented, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
Sure. Right? But if no one's really that remarkable,
it's kind of forgettable.
Yeah. I agree. This generation has to be the most talented generation that has ever been produced by K-pop. However, no one has been remarkable apart from a handful.
Yeah.
That's my issue here. Have we gotten to a point where we've seen all of the talent there is to be seen and had just given up because no one has been like unbelievably talented or unbelievably, remembered? It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Also, I feel like when it comes to variety shows and stuff, back then, idols would group together and then other fans from other fandoms would kind of be introduced to them. But everyone now is so, like, yeah, they go on variety shows or they're on YouTube or they're really active on Instagram, but only the fans would watch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
The other fans don't really watch other groups' Instagram and stuff like that. So it's really hard to spread out
Yeah,
and
I
get your name out, I think.
I don't even think I get what you mean, but I can't necessarily get behind you on that. I feel that there's just that lack when it comes to the process that SM has on promoting mainly. I
get it.
I don't know if we're like if we were on the same page when it comes to that, but it's such a huge bummer that SM is now just stooping very, very low when it comes to the supposed level that they're supposedly.
I agree with you, actually. I think their songs are getting more boring for me
That's
personally.
right. That's true. Yep.
Like, I don't know. I love Dio as well, but even his, first solo was meh for me.
Who? Sorry?
Dio.
Oh, Dio. Yeah. Yep. I agree.
I like the song, but it's just not getting me excited.
Yep. I could say the same with Kai as well.
Yeah.
So that's a very mediocre song from him. Again, not their fault. Not their fault.
Yeah.
Not at all. It's just that the choices of these agencies are very, very questionable now.
It's true.
I think they can take one from the books of others because a lot of those others have taken some from their own book. I think SM should start looking into the other markets, how they're doing it. It's not necessarily copying if everyone copied you. I'm they perfected the formula of what a girl group should be, right? And I feel very, very highly of that when it comes to girl groups. I think SM really had it in the bag with Girls' Generation, and everyone just kept doing what they were doing. And now everyone's now more successful than they are. And I gotta say, it's like just really not helping their argument out. I can name groups that are just so freaking up there when it comes to talent and promotions and fucking even song choices, which is like one of my biggest, if not the biggest pet peeve that I have when it comes to girl groups is the song choices. If a project like Hyorin and Dasom can produce Summer of Summer. Dude, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Now that was a good, like, I don't know if you've listened to it. It was a catchy, not really catchy, but it was pleasing in the ears. And if they, as a duo of two former girl group members, can produce that kind of music, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's true.
And look, you can showcase the behind the scenes, like, for example, like, you know, that Red Velvet recording YouTube thing. You can showcase all the talent in the world, but if the music is shit, then they're all shit, you know? So you can showcase them covering songs and whatnot, and look how talented X is, look how talented Y is. But then if you put them in a fucking group and the group, you know, sucks balls, and fucking...
It's true. It all comes back down to music that you...
Yeah, it's K-pop. Pop music. And yeah, it's just really bad. And I don't know what they're thinking right now is that, are they really just basing it on the faith towards the fandoms, where regardless of what's happening, and this is what's happening, regardless of what's happening with their own respective groups, may it be a flop or a hit, you're like, you know, you're not stopping to support them, which is obviously supposedly what needs to happen. But if that's going to be the case moving forward, then most of them, if not all of them, are just gonna drop out one by one. You have to produce good songs.
It's true.
And I feel like that's what SM's lacking too right now, is that the amount of good songs that they're producing. It's not like back then anymore.
It really is true. Now you kind of made me realize there's not really a song that, like, wow, that's a really, really great song that I've heard recently.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, I've liked a few of them, but have they all been amazing?
Yeah.
Extraordinary? Not really.
I guess I am speaking on behalf of the new groups, because if you're banking on these groups to be the torch bearers, the standard,
the next thing.
Yeah, you can't release songs like them, like that, you know, like those. Fucking, I don't know, like, I can't even stress it enough how bad SM is doing right now when it comes to managing their groups.
They want to be trendy, but it kind of lacks the
backup.
Yeah.
You know? And sorry,
it
guys.
It kind of lacks the likability. It's
that's
like,
right. That's true.
It's different. It's
that's
different,
true.
Yes. But do I like it? No.
Look, like what I said earlier, if it's not necessarily stealing, if they've already stolen from you, if you look at it in that sort of way. And I'm talking about the concepts, and I'm talking about like, you know, the promotional aspect of everything. And I really want to apologize to everyone, and I know it's a very, you know, serious topic. It's very difficult to put in humor over something that you feel very desperate about. And Elle and I have been the longest SM buffs that you can even think of. Like all of our
I
good,
even
like,
remember
top
the
groups,
Grace.
right?
That's how you know.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, because no one else remembered them, you know? And so imagine, like, Elle and I, we've been following K-pop for years and years now. We're like we're like in our mid to late 20s already, and we're still very passionate about the groups that we stan. And most of them are coming from SM.
Yeah.
Because we had faith at one point. Because they produced our bias group, you know? And like, we're rooting for them. Don't get us
exactly,
wrong.
like, we know they can do it.
Absolutely.
But they're choosing not to.
I think they need to change management.
They're poo-poo heads.
Yeah. I really think they should change management. It's like, look, Isuman wasn't really doing like such the bangiest banged up job you can think of, but it's like, it was working. But now, he stepped down, and then that fucking corporate shill, took over, and everything just went to shit after.
Yeah.
It's just not working out. And that goes to all of the agencies that are doing, the same amount of promotion/job that SM's doing. I don't know. It's just that SM feels very low now. And I can compare, I wouldn't want to compare SM even. I think they're in a different kind of low level compared to the low levels of K-pop right now. Yeah. I mean, very questionable. But then again, they just produced Queendom, which is like for me at least, that's a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
But man, no. You're banking on NCT and aespa. Please bank on them properly. aespa, such a good group too. aespa is like a 4-member girl group, easy to remember their names,
has a lot of charm.
Easy to differentiate every single individual member. That's fucking gold. And for you to release Black Mamba and fucking Next Level, it's like, did you know that? I didn't know if you knew, but at this point in time for Red Velvet, they already produced 2 mini albums and 1 full album, and that's and that's me comparing it to aespa as far as time frame goes. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And aespa is like what, a year and a half in and produced only 2 singles. 3 probably if you're gonna count Forever.
Yeah.
Which is like a shitty song as well.
I know. I don't like that song.
It's a Christmas song.
Forever.
Yeah. I don't even know what it sounds like. See, look, Elle right here. I'm gonna put some humor aspect. Elle knows them songs.
Forever.
I don't know any shit. Because I gave up already, Elle. And I don't know about you. So I just gave up. Just like how I gave up with RBW when it comes to Mamamoo.
Mm.
And I'm really happy for Wheein, by the way, signing with the Live. So good.
Yeah.
Good for her. Should have left like years ago.
These companies, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're very questionable.
They should do better.
Yeah, they should definitely do better. Fucking A. Like I said, I'm really sorry. It's a very serious topic. It's just that we're very passionate about it. It's like I can't put in that much humor because I guess I'm desperate,
I get what you mean.
And it's a boring time in K-pop. Might as well produce good songs, right?
It is.
I mean,
That's the thing.
look at us. Like we're two hosts of different radio shows / podcasts.
We're looking for something,
and we're not talking about the current things that are happening. We're talking about second gen groups still, because it's so boring right now. It's like nothing's happening. Obviously, the pandemic's not helping, but at least what you need to do is produce good songs.
Mm-hmm.
And
if Taylor Swift can do it, alone.
Absolutely, right? I mean, fucking hey. Oh my god, it's like they should probably pay Taylor Swift to produce his song. Fucking A. That would break the internet.
I know.
It's like this just in, aespa hired Taylor Swift to produce a new song. Pucha, what the fuck? So I had to speak in Tagalog. That was a fucking
It's
A.
okay.
It's like
Manok.
It's manok.
That's chicken, right? Manok.
Yeah, manok. Yeah.
Manok.
You cuss in Tagalog, right? I mean,
no. That song that I played, the putang ina.
Yeah. See, you just cussed in Tagalog.
No, but that song was requested, so I had to play it. Wink, wink.
It's funny how Soshified just stopped governing you in any sort of way, right? And just promotes look, Elle's on radio. Yeah, good stuff.
If I don't understand, if it's not my language, is it really a bad word?
I mean,
if I say a random word or a random syllable of words, and I don't know if
that's fair. That look, okay.
Wink,
that's fair.
wink. That's how I get out of trouble.
Yeah, that's fair. If you were hosting the show in Malay, that would be a different thing, obviously, right? So yeah, I guess. You could look at it like that. It's like putang ina mo, things like that. It's a fun, like that was a fun show, by the way. I have to say,
thank you.
and I'm looking forward to your Twitch this weekend.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Are you just play? Are you just gonna play?
I'm gonna play Switch, but I'm also gonna do some science experiments. I know Bob doesn't want me to do
Right, the
science
volcano
experiments.
thing. Yeah.
Not the volcano thing. It's a poop thing.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it last week. Yeah, I heard it last weekend. Yeah. You
Yeah.
bought something poop related, but not really
Yeah.
poop per se. You know. Things
It's like a fizzing poop, where you have to find like the diamond in it or something. I don't know. It's fun.
Where do you get
Science.
these stuff? Are you on Craigslist just constantly looking for weird stuff online? I mean,
That's what I want to do.
because we don't have Craigslist here in the Philippines, but
We
I
don't
assume
have it
that
either.
like you have some sort of weird.
It's just like
website
a
to go to.
DIY store, like physical store.
So imagine this, guys. I've been constantly bugging Elle off air earlier today to buy a new microphone because
Right.
obviously she has the means, right? So
What
I've
do
been
you
constantly.
always-
Well, you have the means. Like I won't
Okay.
expound further, Elle. Please forgive me, but I can't. I can't. Okay. So
Okay.
you have the means to do so, but look at where she spends her money. Fucking weird stuff,
Fizzing
DIY. Like, dude, why would you buy fizzing poop?
Because it's fun.
And a new microphone isn't?
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
I get what you
listen
mean.
to
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Fine.
My
God, what a show! Like this ran way too longer than I wanted to, but frickin' A. It's like
I
what?
mean, I've expected it.
Yeah, kind of. It's
I
kind
have
of like a
kinda.
normal thing when it comes to how we host
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's really cool because when you
That's-
get
I
to
think-
host with another host and the other host is
Exactly, this
very
is what I'm gonna
talkative.
say.
Yeah, it's like you
I'm
don't
sorry.
really run out of things to say. So
True.
it's like super cool. Very nice.
And we have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, we do. But mostly, like, if you think about it, like, our opinions really do match. It's just that, like, some of them differ in some sort of aspect, but
Mhm.
doesn't really.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, all we're saying is that we're very frustrated with what's happening with SM.
And they're boring.
No, just
You're
K-pop
boring.
in general.
That's
Just
just
K-pop
me.
in general. You know, like, you know how I write shows before we go leave and end the show. When I write shows, I go to All K-pop and Sumpi and those websites, right? And then I
yeah.
check on the news. It's
Mhm.
like just no interesting thing whatsoever at
Yeah.
all. I miss the times where
I
there
agree,
are fan
I
wars, you
agree.
know?
I mean, there is still.
Yeah, but
the annoying
it's-
kind.
Yeah, it's not really, the intellectual kind of fan war anymore.
Yeah.
It's just so boring now.
It's not the Mr. versus Come Back Home kind of
Oh,
war.
yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a good comeback. Both of them came back within the same week. It's nuts.
Who do you think won? Be honest. I like Come Back Home better. And I was so on.
Yeah.
Come Back Home.
Yeah,
I
I
just
like
think
that
it had a
song.
lot more impact.
That's right. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I was like, a little bit embarrassing. Kind of
that you like Come Back
I
Home better?
pretend
Yeah.
I did not see.
Okay, look, yeah, I mean, Come Back Home was a better song.
Yeah.
But look, it's not that Mr. was a bad one. It's just that.
Yeah, I love Mr.
Yeah, I love Mr. too. It's just that Come Back Home, better song.
It was better. Exactly.
But look at us, like back in 2014,
So mature.
we had to defend Mr.
It's
like, 21's Come Back Home is better. No, that's not true. It's like secretly listening to Come Back Home on
Yeah, I
YouTube
know,
on
right?
repeat.
Come Back Home.
Plus, I think that the dance was better when it comes to Mr.
Mm.
but the song was just like 21 had it.
Yeah.
21 had it.
Yeah.
All right, that's the show.
Well.
Elle, on Saturday you'll be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/elphants.
Yep.
And at Yogurt Milk on Twitter, and then she hosts her own radio show on mixer.com/elphant without
Mhm.
the S.
Yeah.
Do you have like anything planned out?
That's me without the S.
That's her without the S, yeah. Her last name is Fant.
No, I was making a joke. Like, I don't have an ass.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Well, at least you're honest about it. Like, look at me, I have an S. No, you don't. At least she's honest about it, you guys. So, do you have anything planned, like in secret for us, that you want to probably have, like the Kingdom Podcast exclusive that you wanted to announce to everyone? Not that, but it's like any like show plans or anything.
You'll just have to see. I don't know.
Can anyone buy her a new microphone, please, guys? Just
I would
that
really
out there.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Especially because I don't know what mic is good. I'm like, yep, the first one I see on Shopee. Let's go
It's
get
like,
it.
yeah, that's really cool.
Let's get it, girl.
I would probably talk to Elle like in one show and just talk about mics, and that would take like 2 hours because we're talkative like that. Friggin'
Your microphone is really good.
I'm changing it in a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got my new microphone in transit, and I think it's arriving this weekend. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's very expensive, but I got it.
The coins.
No, look, you have more coins than I do.
I don't have more coins than you. I can't even buy a mic.
No, because you don't want to. You're busy.
I can't.
You're busy.
Even the fizzing poop, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're busy. Spilling your money with buying poop and shit. Things like that. So I gotta see that on Saturday. I have to see it with my own eyes, like what you're doing there. I have to.
Okay.
All right, that's the show. Thank you very much for listening. And
Thanks
again,
for
this will
having
be
me.
of course, please, anytime. I know you're free now. You don't have you don't have any more excuses for me now. So it's like if I have like an SM related topic, time to contact Elle. Let's go. That's the show, you guys.
I'm playing Diablo.
No, fuck that.
I'm building my island.
Yeah, so see, these are her excuses. Back then, she
Guys,
was in
add
school,
me,
in
add me
uni.
on Animal Crossing, please. Thank you very much.
What's your IGN on Animal Crossing? Your name?
It's just Elle, but like, okay, never mind. Just follow me on Twitter and say, hey, hi, I want to be friends on Animal Crossing. Please, I don't have friends except for my brother. My brother is my only Animal Crossing friend.
I thought Ghost
guys.
was doing Diablo with Ghost.
Yeah, I was doing Diablo with Ghost, but I don't have any other friends. I only have friends, Ghost and my brother.
It's
so
kind of sad. Yeah, I mean,
I know.
Probably like you might need to change your games.
Like everyone plays Animal Crossing like last year. They don't play it anymore. So I'm kind of late to the party.
Not playing that.
So no
Not
one.
playing that. There are tarantulas there, and I hate it. There's a place called Tarantula Island. No.
Yeah.
Nope. Not at all.
Amazing. It's the most expensive bug in the game.
Jesus.
So everyone wants to go there.
Let's get out of here. Thanks for listening. This will be
Alright.
available on all your social media / podcasting platforms. And yeah, see you around. Bye, guys.
Bye.
The Kingdom Podcast is executively produced by The Voice DJ Yuuki and co-engineered by senior producer Jason Aguayo. Special thanks to the Kingdom Podcast creative team. You can like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Anchor at The Kingdom Pod PH. All episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and any other platforms you use to listen to podcasts. Thanks for listening and see you next time.